Hello, welcome to or back to the Boyfriends Club. I'm Fissa, and today or now, today, same day, different minute. I should really just smoke again, but um, I'm going to consult the TikTok for our topic today with Kimchi Princessa. She's got I haven't watched the whole video. I like when I see videos that might be appropriate, I stop watching them so that I can be surprised with you, with myself. Okay, let's just get into it.
Of this girl responding to a comment on one of her I just saw a TikTok of this girl responding to a comment on one of her TikToks, and the comment said that Hinge is for free sex work. The way
Let that sink in for a second. Hinge is for free sex work. If that's what Hinge is for, what is Tinder for? I guess just sluts. People who give it away. Ridiculous. Okay. That's what blew my mind, so I don't know what else she has to say. Let me try to... Oh, right, I need to turn my screen down. That's the thing. Oh, I still can't see her. Bitch. How about now? Ah, there we go. Ooh, and then you can see a reflection of me in her hair. Wicked. Okay.
Off of my rotting couch so quick to talk about this. I don't get a lot of hate on here, but this commentary is like, men are gonna be men, so I don't know, I just disregard because they're usually pretty misogynistic and just like super just red pill. But there are actually still a small number of women who come and comment on my videos and they'll just like, I don't know, you can just smell the pick me. I'm never gonna encourage people to do sex work, obviously. For, like, duh. This is what I'll say.
Okay. That is, I disagree with that. I have encouraged many a person to do sex work, first of all, so I would be disingenuous if I said I agreed with her. But, like, she's saying this as, like, an ew, don't do sex work. And, like, that's not fair to sex workers. So just, sorry, Kimchi Princess, but have some respect for the girls who work sex. The girls, the dolls, the guys, the gays. Okay?
Of course, you must keep in mind, I am fully aware that I am an incredibly jaded person. Do I believe in love? I think it exists. But I think the vast majority of people on this planet don't actually find real love, and they don't actually marry the person that they're supposed to be with. Just my opinion. If you're getting offended, maybe you should reevaluate your own relationship.
I don't know. As someone with so many boyfriends, I feel that you fall in love. There's lots of love out there, and there is real love. So a lot of my list is fake love, but I believe in real love, okay? Prince Kimchi, you are jaded. Kimchi needs a hug, baby.
Being on something like Seeking Arrangements is not any different than being on Hinge or Tinder or Bumble. It's just that I know that I'm not going to be hanging out with any men for $0. It just doesn't happen.
Okay, so she is a sex worker? Or she's... It seems like maybe you're condoning some sorts of sex work and not others. Like, it needs to be high paid enough. Like, there's also such a thing as survival sex work to, like, literally eat and have your essentials if you live in the street. I think that there shouldn't be hierarchy amongst sex workers, amongst themselves. I think you should respect all of them. Okay, all right.
Happen now, just my personal thing, because men are not any different on any of the apps. I don't care what you have to say. I have the experience. Trust me, unfortunately, I have years on and off of these different apps, and they're all the same. It's just a little bit of a different context where on something like Seeking, I, as the woman, I'm seeking compensation for my time. It's like really that simple. I feel like there's so much like judgment around Seeking, and like people just get this idea like it's like this disgusting sex work site. And I know a lot of people do use it for that, but not all of us do. I'm not going to sit down with a man.
Again, with the judgment, I'm a little confused. I think you're like separating yourself from other chicas and they, them, he's, other humans using Seeking, as if like I wanted to tag you in this, but like I gotta say that I'm not liking the hierarchy is still going on. Like, if you're like, there's lots of different types of sex work. You can be in a monogamous relationship and be doing sex work. It doesn't always deal with money, and it shouldn't be like, well, because I make $1 million for a date, it means that I'm better than you. Like, you also have to like respect that like you come off a certain way. You seem like you're educated, you're pretty, you're already housed, things like that. There's like things that make your level of what I'm gonna call also sex work more easily attainable. Okay, keep going.
I won't. For the very few women who do come into my comments and just make the most pick-me-ass comments about what I do, the way I operate in dating, and things like that, that's fine. You can have your own views, you can have your own opinions. Like, I'm sure you're so happy in your own relationship, in your own marriage. Usually they're like not, they're like single at home and like just as miserable as the rest of us with men. Anyways.
I am single at home. I mean, with 10 million boyfriends, but I don't know. This is giving pick me back. I hope I start. I'm not trying to start a fight with her, but she's kind of pissing me off. So I don't know. Bring it, Kimchi. Bring it. Keep going.
I want you to think about that. Like, when you get on Hinge and you're going on your dates, like, you're going for free. And you're telling me that none of you guys open up your legs and none of you guys do anything sexual? Like, oh, and because you're, like, for some reason, you think that because you're seeking, like, a real relationship and, like, a real connection, that the men on those apps that you're on, you really think that they're any different than the ones who are actually willing?
The thing is, I actually agree with her. Like, we are doing sex work for free because, like, you're, like, usually the conversation, like, if it's someone that I'm not going to meet up with because there's red flags and, like, they kind of scare me, to be honest. Because some of them get, like, scary in the text, that, or like, it gets gross really fast and it just like is concerning. But the reason I saved this video was that, like, that's a great point, because like, no, most of them don't want to talk to you. They don't even care what your fucking name is. Like, they just want to bang. They just want to smash. And I try to avoid those by like writing weird things. Like, I have my bullshit detectors, and like hopefully some of them are quasi interested in me as a human, not a whole. But yeah, like when you're on these, it does give, like, they've just driven by you and they're like, hey, what that mouth do, you know? I think I've literally gotten that message before, what that mouth do. So, okay, let's try to let her finish.
To pay for a girl's time, like, you're crazy. The goal is the same for them on all the apps. They just want to fuck. If you're in denial of that, I think you're deluded. Like, that's actual delusion, unproductive delusion. I think that my time is valuable. Most of the time, even in marriages, statistics now say 70%, your shit doesn't work out. So I'm going to make sure that when I walk away from this shit, I walked away with something. I'm never going on a regular dating app again. You can find men that are going to have a provider mindset, but the pool that you're working with, they're not already on there for that. So there's more, potential wasted time, and I'm a big proponent of time is money. I'm not trying to waste mine. I'm not trying to sit here and defend or even promote seeking or anything like that, but that's just, again, my personal thing is that I'm not.
Honestly, I got far enough in this that I found out that I heard that she was on Seeking Arrangements, and I like immediately opened it up. I was like, let me see what this is all about, because like also for me to date age appropriately now is basically old men anyway, so why not be not poor?
ever going to waste a second, a molecule of my energy and time. I think that if a lot of us went about pursuing men more pragmatically, I think the expectations would be set a little bit more clear for yourself. Life is not perfect. Life is never perfect. And dating, certainly is always sort of frustrating, to a certain level. But I can genuinely say over the last X amount of months that I've been doing this and just sort of sticking by this, my expectations are set very, very clear. Even if the guy pisses me off, the level of sort of annoyance isn't really the same, because I know I walked away with exactly what I asked for. Money-wise, materially, I saw it in my bank account. I will never understand the judgment. Like, catch me dead going 50-50. And for the people who are like, oh my God, like share 7 and like, all these like, listen, they're not dating coaches. They're not relationship coaches. They're financial advisors. Do you guys understand? Like, you need to like get this through your head. And listen, my TikToks right now, and my TikTok, this, and like all my other TikToks, if you're the kind of girly who like really is so dead set in believing in love, I'm not going to discourage you from that. But
Kimchi, who hurt you? Who hurt you, sis? Who made you not believe in men? This is giving cheated on. This is giving left in the dust for an engagement. This is giving... I don't want to hit it on the nose, but she needs a hug, I mean, do what you do. Go for it, queen. It's very cunty and whatnot, but also sending hugs. I'm sorry I've been critical.
I will say my page and my shit is not for you. It's not. We're not going to agree. It might be interesting and entertaining, which is great. It's kind of my goal. But we're not going to align. But also, don't bother coming into my comments being like, well, that's not why you're finding the relationship that you want. Bitch, who said? And trust me, like, the more and more I date, I'm old for me. I feel like I'm not old, but
yes.
I've been around the block, unfortunately. For now, in this phase of life, I personally have let go of the idea of trying to find one person to be.
Okay, sorry, it froze.
I've been around the block, unfortunately. For now, in this phase of life, I personally have let go of the idea of trying to find one person to be with for the rest of my life, and to expect that person to grow and to evolve with me forever till the end of time, and then lock it in contractually. We can have a whole other conversation about that. I'm only signing contracts if children are involved. That's just for insurance. It's not because like, oh, I need them to love me forever and I need to lock them in like contractually. Like, it's just such a ridiculous concept.
I honestly think that like dating in our parents' time was like way easier, because like they didn't have the internet or apps, so like you actually felt like when you met someone that they were like the one, and you had to lock them down because you would never meet anyone again. Like, I could break up with someone and meet someone in the same hour now. So she's got points. She doesn't not have points. I I feel like she's coming from a hurt place, and like, if you're gonna be a sex worker, support other sex workers.
But just whatever. This is all just my opinions. Like, just saw a TikTok of this girl responding to a comment on one of her TikToks, and the comment said that Hinge is for free sex work.
Oh, that's it.
Hopped off of my rotting couch.
That's what it froze for? Fine. Fine. Fuck out of here.